Hello, my friends. Today I wanted to go through these two little shoe boxes that I started, quite a long time ago, but I have harvested them once. I think the last time I stopped in here was about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. And this is the side that had the peanuts in it, those packing peanuts, the type that are biodegradable. It's a corn or wheat base. And once they get the least bit moist, then, they look like they're nice and big and puffy. But once they get wet, of course, because it's, like cotton candy almost, but with a little bit more form because of the corn or the wheat base. This side had just bedding, and it was just shredded cardboard. I don't have any of the peanuts, but this was the shredded cardboard that went on this side. And then this side was the one that had the peanuts in it. And I did put in just a few little pieces of bedding and wet them down. But this has been, it's been like this for probably, a couple months, I guess. And so I wanted to kind of finish this off and try and harvest some of the, harvest the castings. So if we take this off, just the paper off of each, this one I had put in coffee filters on the top, and so that's why it was like that. I think I have these straight. Actually, you know what? This one feels like it's very sticky. I'm wondering if I'm backwards. Although, boy, this feels very sticky too. There was a worm. And this one feels stickier. Okay, I think I'm backwards. I think this was where the peanuts were, and then this is where the bedding was. So let me just pull this back and see if I can see some bedding, or if they are both. So well done. Oh my goodness, look at this. Yeah, I see some bedding. But you can see, there were only, I think I had maybe 30 worms in here. But you can see they all, they're really happy looking little chaps, aren't they? They're not real big. I don't seem to have very large red wigglers. But there seems to be an ample amount of them, and this is such a small area for them to go and grow in. And you can see there's one with its patellum. And you see that? Loads of worms. I don't feel them wiggling on my hand there. Such an interesting feel for people who say, "Oh, how can you do that?" You have to realize I was the kid who was brought up that girls can play outside, but you don't get dirty. There's no tree climbing, although I was more the rebel of the family and did climb trees. You can see that's this side. And they look like they're pretty. They're not frisky, and they're not edgy like sometimes you see the blue worms or other worms. I've been working out in the garden, and boy, I'll tell you what, earthworms can move. Those suckers can dive. They're very fast. Yeah, this is the side that had the bedding on it. I'm sorry, I had that backwards. So this is the side that had the bedding, and you can see, these castings look almost done. All right, moving on the other side. Let's see what we have here. Let me just wipe my hands here just a second. I can see what I've got on the other side. And then on this side, let's see. Oh yeah, you can feel they're crumblier and they're sticky, you know, because you think that anything cornstarch is going to have like a sticky base to it. But my goodness, look at these. Look at these castings. They're just marvelous. Lovely worms. And I'm tempted to end this little experiment now, but I'd almost like to try one last thing. I don't see too many worms in here. The other side seems to have more worms in it. Interesting, interesting. Very, I don't know if you can see that, but that really does look crumbly, doesn't it? Beautiful. A few pieces over here. What I'm going to do is one last little experiment. We normally don't have watermelon in our house because I have Crohn's disease and it just doesn't seem to digest well for me. And Rick is diabetic and is a little heavy in sugar, but he decided he really wanted it, and sometimes you have to do what you want to do. So I got a small piece of watermelon and I cut it for him today. And I'm trying to avoid it because I absolutely love watermelon, but it does not like me. So I'm going to give each of them a piece of watermelon. And, wait, is that sticky? Oh my goodness. And I'm going to give them a little bit of eggshell. Now the eggshell, because they don't have teeth, they have a gizzard, and in their mouth is kind of like a cupping thing, and they'll cup this, and they'll take in some of the bacteria that forms on the food as the food is breaking down, and they'll also take in a little bit of the eggshell. And just like anything, if you take something and that's rough, like say you take sand and you rub it on something, well, you'll grind it down. Well, it's the same principle as having like a bird has a gizzard. And so we're going to do that and put that on there. And we're going to work this little back on top. This is just going to be a short video today because I just want you to see this. And now we're going to remember that the guy on the right has the peanuts. Let's remember that, folks. The right has the peanuts. And then we're going to put our little, oh wait, I want to just give it a little spray here. I think it's wet enough, but let's just give it a little touch. And this is falling apart, but if it can stay for another week, then we're in business. And dab that down. And this just kind of holds some moisture in. It's not any real benefit to them. And give that a little bit of a spray. And that's that. As the Brits say, or Australians say, quick as your Uncle Bob, we're done. I don't even know who Uncle Bob is, but he apparently has something to do with being fast. So that's it. Okay, so what did we say here? The right side is the peanut side, and the left side is the packing paper side. So that was it. Come back in a week and we'll see if those worms really like that watermelon. And I hope everybody has a great day, and subscribe if you like, and ring the bell, and give me a thumbs up. I hope you will. Oops, wait, let me do it that way. There, thumbs up. And I hope you all stop back real soon, because you know I'll be here. So garden what you've got, and have a great day. Bye-bye.